erst einmal, ich freue mich, dass ich hier sein. Für diese, ich kann Deutsch sprechen und ich verstehe gut Deutsch, aber für diese komplex Conversations, vielleicht ist die Gespräch, vielleicht ist besser, wenn ich auf Englisch spreche, wenn das ist okay für alles. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm excited to be here. I think this is a great opportunity. I think the Knights have a great reputation in German basketball, and I think that's a great reputation for a reason. I think it's because they do things well. They're a good organization with good people that do things well. So for me, I'm excited to be a part of that. I love being around good people, and there are good people here. And I think there's a lot of potential in this area and in Kirchheim for basketball, and I'm excited about meeting in the next couple of weeks with the youth organization, Kirchheim, the youth club in Kirchheim, and talking about how we can build basketball in Kirchheim. That's always been something close to my heart. Working with New Israelis alongside of being a professional coach is something I've always enjoyed. So I'm excited about talking to the youth club, meeting with the youth club, working with the coaches in the youth club to really build that part of Kirchheim basketball up some more and do something really special here. I'm also excited about the cooperation with Ludwigsburg. I have a great deal of respect for John Patrick. I think he's a great coach. He's done a lot of great things with a little. And I think when you look at a coach who can do a lot with a little, you look at a good coach. So I'm excited to work with John Patrick and bring that cooperation closer. And we have a good relationship already with John Patrick and we'll continue to grow that and develop that cooperation to be something that really helps Kirchheim and Ludwigsburg in basketball in this area. So those things are two big goals for me being here as the coach. It's a lot of work. I don't know any shortcut to success other than work. So we're excited to get to work, and I think it will be a great time because again we have great people, and we're going to work hard, and that's a good recipe for success. So.
Ja, erzähl uns ein bisschen von deiner Entwicklung, Basketballgeschichte, wie du zum Basketball gekommen bist und wie deine Karriere dann weitergegangen ist.
Eine Frage, versteht ihn jeder oder muss man etwas übersetzen? Ist es okay für jeden, dass er in Englisch spricht, oder soll man es ein bisschen übersetzen? Oder ist es okay? Okay?
Yeah, okay. Like most Americans, I said this in our interview, like most Americans, I was born with a basketball in my arm. And my other arm was sometimes an American football, sometimes a baseball. It depended on what I felt like at the time, but it was always basketball was the first love. My dad was a university player and then went on to be a youth coach in America, and he also instilled and put that love into us for this game. In basketball, in America, a lot of Americans love basketball, and it's a big sport there. And I had the privilege of growing up playing high school or gymnasium basketball, and then into university, and had a good university career. Set a record in the university for three-point shooting. I was the slow white guy who you didn't want to leave open for too long because I would probably make the shot. But I had a lot of fun playing basketball in university. I really enjoyed it. I had an opportunity to go on to the pros, but like most or many athletes, unfortunately, Kurzband problem kind of ended the dreams at least the NBA. I continued even back then to play with News Release actually, but at that point in time I was one of the players on the News Release teams, and we would come over and play, and that led to some professional opportunities here in Europe. And then at the end of my career, when my knee when I had to have a second surgery on my knee, and it got to the point where I said, okay, I have to stop playing now. But I love the game, and I love this team atmosphere. I love being a part of a team and fighting for a goal together and accomplishing things, and just the whole atmosphere of being on a team. I loved it, so I didn't want to just give that up. So I went on to graduate school, and while I was in graduate school, I became a youth coach in America. I was blessed in my first youth coaching job, my first head coaching job in America, to be in a great situation. It didn't look like a great situation when I got there. The year before, they won 3 games, but they had some young guys that were pretty good. So we started working with the young guys, and we developed that program, and 4 years later we won the state championship for our age group, and then had an opportunity the next year to go back and win another championship. So I was really blessed to get into a situation where I could help grow something and help that school and that community reach their potential. During that time, I was blessed also to have a old retired basketball coach, and he was one of my assistants, and he taught me a lot about how to be a good coach, and it was just great to have. He kind of became like a second grandpa to me, and the highlight was winning that first. One of my highlights was winning that first championship with my adopted grandpa on one side and my dad on the other. He was also one of my assistant coaches. So that was a lot of fun to win a I guess the closest would be an MBBL championship in America with my dad and my adopted grandpa there. That was great for me. News Release wanted me to come to Europe at that point, and at that point I was still young. I was a little while ago, so now I'm getting a little older, but that's okay. It happens. And moved to Europe 7 years ago, I guess now. And yeah, I've been again blessed to be in some situations in Europe where I could coach and do what I love and also work for News Release. And yeah, this is one that I'm really looking forward to. I think, like I said, the people here are so great. And, the club has a lot of potential, and the cooperation with Ludwigsburg is great, and I think we can do something special here, so I'm excited about that. So,
Ja, so ein